these exercises, just let me know, okay? Okay, I'm going to hold you the wrist here, and we're going to go up and down with your arm first, okay? Up here and down. Okay, there's 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to do these each motion at least 5 repetitions, sometimes 10, whatever the care plan says. But for this, we're just going to do 3 repetitions of each motion. Okay, so that was flexion and extension. Now we're going to do abduction and adduction. So abduction is taking a part away from the midline of the body. Adduction is adding it back to the midline. There's 1, 2, 3. Doing okay? Okay. Now we're going to do rotation of the shoulder joint. I'm going to have you kind of bring your arm up like so. Very good. And I'm just going to rotate shoulder there. Feel it rotating in there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's it for the shoulder. Okay. Now we're going to work the elbow. There's flexion and extension. 1. You doing okay? 2. And 3. Okay, that's it for the elbow. It's just a hinge joint. Okay, now we're going to do your wrist. I'm going to kind of shake your hand here. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to do palm up is supination and pronation. Okay, there's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do, turn your hand this way, radial flexion and ulnar flexion. There's 1, 2, 3. They're kind of like a wave. Okay. Now we're going to do flexion, extension, and hyperextension. Okay. So there's flexion, extension. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Doing okay? Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to leave your hand up here. Now we're going to work the joints in the thumb and the fingers here, okay? So I'm going to start with your thumb, okay? I'm going to go across the palm and back out. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to curl your thumb in and hyperextend it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we're going to do your fingers. We can do a lot of these together, okay? We're going to work all of these joints here, okay? So I'm going to have you kind of make a fist, really. And then hyperextend it. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spread your fingers apart. It's abduction and adduction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Last one for the fingers and thumb is opposition. We're going to touch your thumb to each fingertip. There's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. All right. That's it for your hand. Okay. So you do shoulder, elbow, wrist, thumb, and fingers. I'm going to cover that up. You only want to uncover the part that you're working on, okay? And then I'm going to work your leg next, okay? So I'm going to uncover just your left leg here. Have you had any hip replacements or anything on this left side?
No.
No. Okay. That's good to know. All right. So we're going to start with your hip. Okay, I'm going to hold you here at your ankle and your knee. I'm going to bring your leg up and then back down. Okay, so we're going flexion and extension here. There's 1, 2, 3. Doing okay? Now we're going to do abduction and adduction of the hip joint. 1, 2, 3. Okay, doing all right? Okay. The last one for the hip is we're going to do a rotation. So we're going to do internal rotation and external rotation. So I'm just going to hold you above the knee here and on your shin, and we're going to rotate in and out. Is that okay? There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now we're going to do your knee. I'm going to bring your heel to your bottom. Okay? Flexion and extension. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now the ankle. The ankle, we're going to do plantar flexion, point the toe, and dorsiflexion. Flex it back. There's 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do inversion and eversion. So kind of rotate it inward and outward. 2, 3. You really have to hold the leg down to do this one, or the whole leg will just turn. Okay, we're working the ankle. Okay, now we're going to do your toes. Okay, I'm going to curl the toes in and flex them back. 1, or hyperextend them. 2, 3, and then I'm going to separate each toe. 1, 2, 3, just like we did the fingers. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Okay, you doing all right?
Yes.
Any pain anywhere?
No.
Okay. I would repeat the same motions on the other side, so we would do that bilaterally. Go ahead and cover you up here. So that's all for the exercises. Now, do you need me to get anything else for you? No? Okay. Cover you back up here. And I'm going to go ahead and lower your bed back down. Lower the rails for safety. Thanks for letting me assist you. And I'm going to leave your belongings here in reach. Okay, over this rail here. Is your table and water okay on this side?
Yes.
Okay, and here's your call light, so be sure and push your button if you need anything, okay? Also lower this rail. Okay. I'm going to open the curtain back up, and I'm going to go wash my hands before I leave and do a quick safety check. Everything looks good. Okay? Thank you, Mr. Jones. I'm going to go document that we did range of motion exercises. He didn't have any complaints, no complaints of pain or anything.